I'm gonna do something I've never done before. You know what that is? I'm gonna let the turkey poult and Penny, the pea chick, out to play. Hey, good morning everyone. How are we all doing? Well, it is morning for me. I don't know what time you're watching this, but anyhow guys, welcome back. This is your boy Ben of SplittinTracks Pheasantry. I am going to share my experiences on free range and peafowl, okay? Now, there's different methods to this, I'm sure. Of course there is, you know. People do things different ways and it works for them. So I'm going to share with you guys my experience, and I think it's a very good method. If you guys want to free range your peafowl, you know, yeah, you got to give it a shot. I think it'll work out great. Okay, so yeah, it's the white feathers. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Anyhow, in the morning you just gotta make your rounds, make sure everybody's got what they need, everybody's living peacefully, you know. Here's that pen I just cleaned out. More feathers. You got birds, you got feathers, right? Deal with it. Here's my youngsters right here. They're doing really well. The monos, the yellow goldens, will be shipped off soon. And my reeves over here. Oh, look at this curious little mama. You want some treats? What's up, little mama? She's like, nope, no camera today. Christopher, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, hi, Christopher. Yes, you were named after the actor who played Superman. The best Superman there was, right? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Pedro, how you doing? You got everything you need? Fresh water, food, everything's looking good. Mr. Track Pond, you doing good, bud? Yeah, a little jumpy this morning. Don't know what his deal is. This is a pin I was kind of concerned about because we got some feather picking going on. And I think I'm going to be moving some birds today. You know, thinning these guys out. They probably just too many of them, you know. Sometimes you can put a lot of birds in a pen, they'll be fine, and sometimes they just start pecking at each other. And so I just got to make sure and check on them every now and then, make sure everything's okay. Lady Amherst, looking beautiful as ever. Love them. Yeah, so this is just the back row of pins. How's Bob White's doing? Doing good. Need to clean their water. They got it dirty. You know, they're laying eggs still. She is. And Bob White's doing good. They're using that hole now. You see that one back there? Alrighty guys, let's just get started, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you when I first got my peafowl, okay? Now Thelma and Louise, I originally bought them as a pair. I thought they were a pair. The breeder, he didn't know for sure they weren't DNA sexed or anything like that. We just figured, let's give it a shot. We took a bigger, one that was slightly bigger. We thought it was maybe a male, and then one was a female. I was eager to get them, so we just crossed our fingers and went for it. Anyhow, they turned out to be both females. Thelma and Louise. Yeah, we just bought them on a whim. We got them home, you know, we put them in a pen for about 3 or 4 months, you know. Oh yeah, and they were very young too. They were like, God, they were like 3 or 4 months old, you know. And then we kept them for another 3 or 4 months inside of a pen, if I remember correctly. I might be a little off on the age there and the duration. But yeah, we had them in the pen for a while, and we let them loose. Okay, they flew up in the tree. That's what I've noticed peafowl do, and at least when I free range them, they're spooked. They don't know how to handle the free world, so they get a little spooked. They jump into the tree. They stood up in the tree all day, and I was kind of freaking out about it. But you know, eventually they came down. Okay, so they came down, you know, and they roamed the property. Okay, they roamed the property for a while, and they were fine. They didn't go anywhere, you know. So anyways, I have learned Gus and Ollie here. I have learned that Gus and Ollie like my attention in the morning, and I gotta give them attention. Hi, Gus. Hi, Gus. Hi, Ollie. Hi, Ollie. What you guys doing? You guys so proud of yourself, huh? For fighting those zombies, huh? Yeah. I love you, girl. You're such a good old girl. Gus, I love you too, you big old goof. Love you both. Okay, guys, I gotta talk about the peafowl right now, okay? Okay, guys, let's continue on. So now, Thelma and Louise, they're free ranged, and eventually I got them to warm up to me pretty quick with treats and stuff like that. And they were curious about my activities out here, so they would, you know, stick close by. And besides that, I have all these aviaries around me, and that's where they notice the birds stay. So I think that's what kind of kept them here too, as the other birds. But more so, it's that I pinned them up for 3 or 4 months, okay? But anyways, so they were good, you know. Turns out they were both females. I found out later on, after they're about 1.5 years old, you know. Finally came to terms that, hey, they're both females. So I went out and got me a male, okay? And that was Kevin. Okay, I got Kevin at, what, 1.5 years old, 20 months old, something like that. So yeah, I put him in a pen, and I'll show you guys that pen right now. It has 360-degree visibility all around. He could see his total surroundings. And Thelma and Louise would go and visit him and hang out with him. And he knew right away, hey, I belong with those girls. So whenever they would venture off away from his pen, Kevin would cry for him, you know? And he did that for about a month. I was planning on keeping him locked up for 3 or 4 months like the girls. But I had a good feeling, and he cried for those girls, and I felt bad for him. So after about 1.5 months or something, I let Kevin out, okay? And then Kevin hung out with the girls here on the property. But here's the deal. Kevin, he had his own personality, and you guys realize if you want to free range your peafowl, they're going to have their own personalities. Each one's going to be different, okay? That's just the way it is. They are different, you know? And Kevin, he was a little bit more spazzy. I'm kind of glad I learned from him being more spazzy, you know, to know what to expect if you get a, you know, what do you call it, a dramatic bird that you want to free range. Well, anyways, so Kevin would hang out here, but his deal was when he would roost in the trees, the girls would fly down, and they would fly down and just do their thing. Kevin, when he flew down, he didn't fly down, he flew out to get down. And sometimes he flew a little bit too far, and he would go into the neighbor's yard, crash into a tree, get stuck up in that tree. I would come out, you know, looking for Kevin, calling for him, and lo and behold, there's this big white bird in my neighbor's tree, you know, kind of staring down at me, Thelma and Louise, like, you know, like he doesn't know what to do. He was just stuck there. Anyways, so, yeah, we've got him down, called him down. But there was this one time that he actually flew like a few properties over. And I know it's because he likes to fly out. But here's the other deal too. The neighbors had said that they had been doing turkey calls. You know, some hunter or something been doing turkey calls. A few properties over. And so we thought we lost him. I thought I lost him, but then my wife seen on Facebook, the local Facebook page, that there was a big white peacock in their yard. So we got a hold of him and said, hey, that's ours. And the way we got him back is, well, my wife went over there and walked him back, sort of walking him back, and we were playing peacock calls on our phone. And yeah, he followed the peacock calls and he made his way back. But Kevin was like that. His personality was very spazzy, you know. I miss the boy, but he drove me nuts a lot. So, yeah. I just want to say, though, if you guys want to free range your peafowl, start off with 2 females, very young, okay? Raise them on your property, raise them in a pen for 3 or 4 months, let them loose, you know, and then get the male, okay? Because your male will want to roam if he hears another peacock off in a distance or anything like that. Which, by the way, I don't think I would have much success if I had peafowl owners around me, which I don't, you know, so that kind of helps me out there, you know, because if you have a bird off in a distance hollering, you your male just might roam and go inspect, you know. So yeah, that's the deal with my free range peafowl. What else haven't covered? Oh, the benefits. The benefits of free range and peafowl is snakes. Snakes, any kind of bugs, critters, lizards, anything that you don't want on your property or something like that. Having peafowl run around here, you know, they'll take care of that. You know, sort of like guinea fowl, you know. But the benefits of them free ranging, you know, I mean, is good for pests. Just, that's the bottom line. Now, the disadvantages is you have a nice garden or something like that, some, you know, rose bushes and flowers or whatever, they're gonna eat them up. They'll tear it up. So that's pretty much the story with Kevin, okay? Kevin, a dramatic bird. He was freaking me out all the time. I thought he was always gone, and then he would be up in a tree somewhere looking around lost, you know? Very dramatic like that. Now, I don't know if you want to go this route, but you can clip their wings to where they can't soar. They can fly, but they just can't soar. You know, that might help you keep them on your property, you know? And here's another tip too. I had told my neighbors that if my peafowl ever go to their property, to scare them, shoo them, you know, give them the fear of their life, you know, because I want my peafowl to realize everywhere outside of our property is danger, you know, and that kind of keeps them feeling secure while they're here, you know. Now, Thelma and Louise, peahens, I know they're more homebodies. They don't want to take off. They don't want to roam. They want to stay at home. So Thelma and Louise, I never had a problem with them leaving, you know. So if you establish your females first and then get the male later, I think you will have better success with that. Because I do get a lot of questions about my peafowl. You know, they ask, hey, how do you free range them? They don't take off, or how do they stay on your property? You know, and this is just what I've done and what I've noticed, and it's working for me, you know. So we lost Kevin, as you all know. You know, if you guys are familiar with Kevin, you know his story. We lost him due to an illness of some sort, an injury. I don't know. We have no answers really. But we went out and got Prince, you know, our black-shouldered purple Spalding, and he's a young buck too. He's only he's about 20 months right now, you know, but we got him at a year old or something like that, you know. But anyways, we did the same thing what we did with Kevin. We locked him up for a little over a month, you know, and let him meet the girls. The girls would come and visit him. And now he's free ranged, okay? And right away I noticed there's the personality thing, how all animals got their own personality. Prince is not as dramatic as Kevin was at that age. Anyways, I don't know, maybe his hormones haven't kicked in yet, you know, wait till he matures, still kind of early to tell. But as of right now, I see that their personality is so different. Prince is stuck to those girls. He does not want to go anywhere without those girls. Those girls are his buddies. He's lost without them. You know, when he comes down from the tree, he just gets down on the ground. He doesn't soar off into a tree like George of the Jungle and crash and boom, bang, tear up himself. But, you know, nothing against Kevin. We still love our Kevin, you know. So, yeah, it's working right now with Prince, and I believe it's because Thelma and Louise. So it's a big one. If you want to free range your peafowl, get a couple hens, get them well established to your property and your area, make them feel like that's home, this is home, everywhere else is danger. There's nothing safe in my life except home, home, home. And when you get that male and you release him, there's no other peafowl around, why would he leave, you know? Does he feel safe, you know? That's one of the things. You know, does he feel safe on your property? Do you have dogs that pester him? Do you have kids or adults that pester them? You know, home has got to feel safe. Bottom line, you know, that's the way it goes. Because also another thing about Kevin was he felt safe, but he was, I don't know what happened to him early in the morning, but somehow he just figured, I'm going to fly off into a tree. You know, I thought he felt safe. Maybe he's just a nut, you know, but that's the thing. That's the thing. When peacocks or peafowl, when they get frightened, they want to fly. And boy, do they can fly. For a big bird, they can fly. So, yeah, that's, you know, comes around to that clipping the wings thing. You might want to try that if that's something you want to do. I don't know. I'm not doing it, but could work. Anyways, yeah, guys, I think I touched on everything. Yeah, barely. Here's one of the things that, well, with white peafowl, okay, that I've noticed every year with white peafowl. Come check this out. Okay, so as you know, I've broke up Thelma and Louise a few times from being broody, but I believe they're all done laying. And this is one of the signs that they're all done, is because now they are molting. And you see all these white feathers, okay? Now any white bird is going to shed their feathers, it's going to stick out. And it really looks like a massacre back here. The white feathers have they just stand out, you know? Now an Indian blue, when they lose their feathers, I'm sure they don't stand out as much as these guys. It's more of a wild type color, you know? But yeah, it's it's something I have to deal with every year, you know? But that's just if you want to free range your white peafowl. You got to look forward to stuff like this. I mean, and it's everywhere. Check this out. One of their places that they like to preen and clean their feathers and relax and just chill on a hot summer day, right on top of the impion's pen. Now look at this. I got to get out here today, clean up all these white feathers. Hey, we had to check on Penny, and I see right now that she likes to hang out with the peafowl, or she's more curious about the peafowl than Amy, the turkey poult that she was with. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, you know. So far, they haven't pecked on Penny or anything. You know, they're scoping her out and checking her out and everything, but everything seems pretty cool. I do worry about the game hen though. The game hen came up kind of aggressive, and I had to shoo her off. So this is just a little free time for Amy and the turkey poult. I'll lock them back up tonight or something. But if this seems to work out, and Penny is safe, you know, this just might be another method of free range and peafowl. So in summary, guys, let's see, if there was a whole bunch of peafowl that you guys want to free range, you know, this might not work for you. You know, that's a whole different ball game. I'm talking about if you just want like a male and a few females running around your place, you know, I believe this method will work, but it's going to take some time. Okay, so yeah, number one, start off with a couple females, not one, a couple, because they are very social animals. They do not like to be alone. Okay, so get you a couple females, young, under a year old, keep them in a pen for a few months, 3 or 4 months, let them loose, you know, make sure there's nothing on your property that will scare them. They you know, they get frightened, they'll want to fly. And you don't want that. You don't want them thinking that your neighbor's is a safer place than your own home. You know, so make them feel like their surroundings is nothing but danger, okay? And yeah, raise them up, let them free range a while, get well established to your property, then get you a male, you know, a young male. You might even be successful with an older male too, you know, if you don't have any other females around. But yeah, bring them home, introduce them, you know, through the pen, you know, don't just take your male home and free range him, you know, he'll get spooked and fly off, he'll freak out, try to go back to his old home or something, you know, like that. Anyways, yeah, put him in a pen, you know, let him meet the girls, you know, and then pretty soon he'll just want to be with those girls. He'll do nothing but be in that pen, trying to get out of that pen just to be with those girls. And then after about a month or so, you know, let him loose with the girls and see how it goes, you know, see what they don't like and do like, you know, and just make them feel safe. Believe me, you want them to feel safe. If they get spooked, they'll fly off. See, that's the question that I've gotten too from other people. Hey, I got peafowl home, I pinned them up for a while, I let them loose and they just flew off. Well, they got scared. That's what happened. They got scared. So yeah, try that method. Make sure they don't feel scared, and you'll have some beautiful peafowl running around your place, you know. But yeah, the trick is don't let them get frightened. Make them feel like home is safe. And give them treats once in a while. Make them look forward to your presence every day. Like when they see you, you're nothing but good news, you know. That's what I do. When my peafowl see me, they think I'm just good news, you know. I'm the best thing that ever happened to their day, you know. So why would they want to leave, you know? But if you have a garden or, you know, roses or anything like that, they're going to tear it up. So you make sure, you know, that's kept safe, you know. Equip yourself with the proper barriers, and yeah, go from there. But they will help keep those snakes down. I tell you that. I don't have a snake problem around here, but I got dogs and I got chickens that run around here too. So it is the benefit of having free range animals, you know. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys want to get a few peafowl running around your place, try this method. I believe it'll work for you. And if you guys have any input on anything that I've said, you know, because not everybody's experience is going to be the same, hey, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, especially if I forgot something, guys. Anyways, I'm going to sign off on this one, guys. It's been real fun. I really enjoy sharing my experiences with you guys. And if you guys want to learn more about pheasants, peafowl, or quail, you know, subscribe, hit me up, and follow along. And until next time, guys, this has been a SplittinTracks Pheasantry. Bye now.